Welcome to another video. Hopefully you're having a wonderful day today. I am as well with a negative 2.5 RR. I'm currently down 6.5 RR, 6.5% on the account. Very ruthless day. And today's video is going to be really ruthless day as well. You know, I'm not mad about the trade. I'm not sad about the trade at all. It's just going to be a very ruthless video. Primarily, this videos I look over it myself. I go back and watch it just so I know, just to inform myself, okay, this is what we gotta fucking do, right? This can't happen again. So I look over my videos again, over and over, try to not make the same mistake. And today, we made the same mistake here. The mistake was we went against our bias. We we had, as you guys know, no disrespect to nobody, but everybody has their own point of view, right? Sometimes today I got influenced very bad. I'm not that good at getting, I'm not that good at, I'm not very well at being around others. So I listen to other people very easily, right? So I do not like, this is why I don't like go live stream, right? Because when people go chat me, when you go chat with me, tell me your bias, this, that, should go up, then go down, right? It messes up with my brain. Yes, like, oh, well, that's easy to fix. But it is easy to fix, right? But the thing is, today it fucked us up. Today it fucked me up, especially. I lost another RR here for no reason. Fucked me up. Right after this loss, I was like, what the fuck is, what did I do wrong this time? Like, okay, let me just go. I know there's a bullish setup here. I'm taking it long, took it long. I got stopped out as well. And I had another shorting opportunity, which today specifically, we have two setups on the downside, which if you go back in time, you can see how the market tapped when we got stopped out, market tapped the order block of the London session, then eventually shut down to the downside. So we entered before that order block got tapped, and we got a stop loss. Market tapped it again, gave us another entry, then he plummeted to the downside, which eventually hit our take profit, which is right over here, and we would have been chilling with a partial slash TP. But that didn't happen at all. We had one loss here, and we lost negative 2.5%. Now I am down negative 6.5% on that account. Today, we're gonna talk about all of that. So let's get straight into the analysis paralysis. We're in the fall through the month, so we're looking for a retracement. We as well have a weekly ERL to IRL, weekly CRT to the downside, another weekly CRT to the downside. We have a daily SMT CRT to the downside of another SMT with this high. We have a daily premium ERL to this kind of IRL. We're in a daily premium of the daily range. So we want to go daily range, discount to the daily range right over here. We as well have a daily, that's all we have on a daytime, a classic which profile to the downside because the Monday high has SMT. 4-hour time frame bearish order flow. You can see how the market break below the lows. All right, we have as well have a 4-hour RI gap as a key level. Looking for a near continuation. If I'm bearish, I wouldn't want the lunch during the half day. We as well had OT here. The OT got met. We as well had a tap with the discount dealer. The PM dealer got tapped along with the dealer's low. That's all we had. That was enough to take a short, which we did. Eventually, there was no 4-hour CRT here, so we're looking to take our hourly CRT to the downside. So since there was no 4-hour CRT, we're going to take an hourly, but hourly CRT, soup, go lower, right? Eventually, go to the 5-minute time frame. Let me delete this chart right here before I get to that. Let me talk about the shorting, which is our actual initial entry, which is our actual trade that we're supposed to be taking. Eventually, here you can see soup at the high. We had a mono confirmation. Our entry is all the way over here. Is meant to be that body, right? So I thought that the market was not gonna do a threshold because of, if you want to retrace so far, he did a big dump. I was like, okay, he's just gonna tap it, go lower, but market went up higher, stopping us out. But you can see when he stopped us out, right over here, he tapped the 15-minute number one of the London session, which is the Lennon session CRT model 1, which got tapped. But I was like, okay, confirmation already happened to it, right? This is there was a consecutive candle closure here, right? I was like, okay, the model one's over there. Why did the market tap us back then went lower? You see how the market tapped it, then went lower, so stopping us out beforehand. So when that happens, like, okay, we're fried. And eventually took a long. I guess my analysis, the long opportunity, I was like, okay, there was a SMT divergence with the, you know, with the Wednesday and and Thursday candle. There's SMT with DXY, but guess what? There was much more bearish drawn liquidity than bullish, right? So I was like, okay, that kind of makes sense, but you can see how market went below the Monday low. So that classic expression profile 2 was false to the upside, right? It was a classic expression 2 it was a classic expression profile 2 to the downside. So long didn't even make sense for me. I'm gonna talk about it, right? I'm gonna talk about what happened, right? So you can see, took that long, took that short, got stopped out. We had another shorting opportunity right after that. You have another shorting up to the 5-minute time frame. Same bias here. We had a legit high here. Urge model 1 he was the right model 1, so we took it, stopped out. Eventually we had another entry. In this case, I would have needed to enter out of on this specific trade. On this other one would have been a threshold entry. Why? Because market didn't do a big ass dump all the way down here, so the threshold did make sense. Even on this threshold, on this even made sense as well. I think that was a FOMO problem again one more time, but it's all cool, right? We're gonna, it's not the market fault, it's my fault, right? So if you don't want to wait for it, you're not gonna, this is gonna happen. It's no market fault, it's our fault, right? It's market does not favor or disfavor anybody, it just is. So we formed it in, stopped out, and we had our worst entry. So our entry is supposed to be here. The market didn't do a really big of a dump here. Did a all right of a dump, so the threshold could have definitely been met. We're going up. Oh, even with a loss, could have definitely been there. That could have definitely been a better entry than, entering over here. So yeah, and eventually we had another threshold entry right over here into the threshold. I didn't take it. I took the long one. I got stopped out. Into the threshold, stop loss right over there. Take profit. This would have been no take profit because it's so near. You can see it would have gone right back up, stopped us out. First take profit would have been this low right over here. Because right over here, since the project is kind of choppy, it's gonna chop a lot. So if his take profit is gonna come right back up. When he comes right back up, it's going to it's gonna stop us out break even for no reason right here. So first take profit 2RR. So right when it hits take profit, now we break even and we partial here, right? So now we're still gonna be in a trade without getting stopped out and break even. So now the market goes lower, we're gonna be fine. Our second take profit is here for a 4.6, and eventually a 7RR, and eventually a 10RR right over here, a 12.7RR, right? Today it looks like to be as two setups here. So I'm wondering, well, talk about the order block getting tapped. So I didn't just enter there, but the order block already got created over here. So I was like, that can't be the point. Yes, I did see some people taking a short around here with this order block, but I need a New York session to, for me, I can't just take it straight out of this. I need the New York session to approve. Usually, if the London session is correct, New York session will give a setup with it, right? I'll CRT or a 40 with it, right? You'll confirm that he wants to go lower by giving another CRT. So we had confirmation. Out, we had another confirmation, then go lower, right? So we had confirmation there. And so today we had two setups, which I will start from now on taking 2 trades a day, then 1. Now I'm not gonna force 2 trades a day. I'm only gonna see, okay, I have a setup, stop loss, okay. We're still gonna stick to the same setup. If the market gives another setup, I'm gonna take it. But if the first setup hits, he gets stop loss, but we break a rule, I'm gonna take a setup. There's another setup right over here, is a good setup. We're gonna take it. We stop loss, we're done for the day. So we can always negative 2 RR per day, which is fantastic. I'm gonna add that as a rule now because I have 2 setups right over here. But the one we took, I already took 2 setups for a day. I was like, okay, I'm not gonna take this setup because I already had 2 setups a day. If I take one more setup, I'm gonna breach the rule. I'm gonna get, I'm gonna, although even if it's not gonna go on a loss, but what if the market goes right, negative 3 RR in your account, they're gonna instantly breach your thing, right, for the day. So they're gonna breach your account. You're gonna eventually just close the account for no reason. So we had the model one, the one we entered, which was a pattern one, entered here. Out of the threshold, this auto block, stop loss here. It went up a little bit, came right back down. I had the feeling I'm gonna lose because I knew, okay, I'm not in control no more. I'm primarily emotional here. I did not look emotional at all, but in my mind I was emotional, so that's messed me up. I'm wondering, like, you guys probably barely see me emotional. You can see me more happy than being emotional, right? But it's all part of the process, right? These losses, wins, are all part of the process to greatness, right? This is gonna happen. It's all worth it. At the end of the day, end of the year, once we die, it's gonna be worth it, right? As of right now, you know, we may face an emotional problem because we're in a moment. Since we're in a moment, we're gonna face it, right? So yeah, so we took this long, stopped out instantly, boom. I was like, yep, the bearish spot was correct. I do not know I win longs. I know I win longs. I got influence, right? This is why I don't like to go live stream. And said in the start of the video, I do not like to go live stream because of that simple reason. Because you guys care about all that. If this happens one more time, I'll stop streaming. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I'm just gonna post trade recaps, but I'll stop streaming if this happens one more time. If it doesn't, cool. You're gonna keep on streaming. But because, as you guys know, we gotta care about more money we gotta care about the money in our bank rather than our social media count, followers count, or the live count, whatever. Because I'm not getting paid to do the live streaming. If I'm not getting paid, I have to care about my money I'm making from my trades, right? I have to care about my trading because that's where I get my income from. If I don't care about that, I'm making no money. And I care about this live streaming. Guess what happens? I lose money because I get influenced. Like there's no pressure on nobody but me, because guess what? At the end of the day, who made the decision? Me? Did I make the decision, or you guys made the decision? It was me that made the decision. So if this happens one more time, I will no longer live stream. I was gonna be ended for, I think, 2 to 3 months. Eventually, if it goes well, I'm gonna come back live streaming. If it doesn't, there's gonna be no. If it doesn't go well, it's gonna be no live streaming. Only trade recaps and recaps like that. But there's gonna be no live streaming, right? Probably wondering, well, but what if you do insights? What if you do, stuff like that? That's no things, right? You can see me, live trading it. So even you can see me that way I trade it. I was trading the same way like this while live streaming, right? But better, with more emotional control, with more things. But yeah, this is a lot of chance that I will give myself live streaming. If it doesn't, if we make the mistake one more time of listening to somebody else during live stream, I'm going to quit this live streaming. I'm just gonna post trade recaps and recap. That's it, nothing else. And some other content on YouTube, but it'll give me no live streaming again. If this happens one more time, as of right now, we're gonna be good. But I'll try my best to not let it happen again, and I will not let it happen again, because as you guys know, we did not make the same mistake happen again. Which last time we did it happen, and we made it happen again, which was what the policy that when we traded the near continuation with we traded when we thought that we're trading a near continuation, but we're now trading near Russell that day. We listened to somebody else. We had that same problem. So if this happens one more time, this is the last chance. I will not longer go live stream. I'm just gonna trade a chart. That's it. Because trust me, I have way more or less emotions when I'm not doing this, right? Because you guys know live streaming. When you live stream, in my position, it's all about making people entertaining people, right? Which we're in a trading business, so there is no such thing as that. But still gotta do that, right? But yeah, the lesson is two things. From now on forward, I'm gonna extend my 1 trade a day to 2 trades a day, because I see myself having 2 setups, got stopped out, boom, boom, and it will just test the app out the order block. So you're supposed to take 1 trade a day. just the top this order block went lower. This order block confirmed by this order block, right? So and if this order block wants to get respected, he has to get if the new move is actually true, it will Nutrition will respect it, which he did, but after taking one loss, right? So I will definitely from now on forward will look for two trades. If I had one probably two losses, get another setup, and however the other setup goes, he goes like that, right? If we make a mistake on that setup, we're done. We're instantly done. I'm gonna come back later. Or if we make a mistake, we're taking a setup right to the actual setup and go on forward from there. But yeah, that's just the trade recap. The main lesson is to not listen to other people, to not have a FOMO problem. This auto block, the market didn't do a big dump like this day. If you go back in the chart, all the way back here, market didn't do a big dump like this. So in this case, market did a big dump, so you can take the just the model one over here. In this case, what we entered, threshold sounded way better because market didn't do a big dump. Just went down a little bit and we're back up. So the threshold sounded way better. All the way in a loss. So it would have been better, right? So we cannot FOMO in. If I FOMO in one more time, which I will not, I mean, I will do nothing. I'll just try to improve on it, try to not FOMO. But the other auto block right over here, we had another soup. That we get another model one confirmation, and that model one eventually offered us that push to the downside, which happened right now. So yeah, that's a lesson. Other than that, we can take 2 years a day now. Matter rules take 2 years a day. If there's a setup, so if let's just say we get one setup, that setup goes on a loss just like this. We get another setup, push it to the downside, and I will execute the setup. But if this first setup has a mistake, I will learn from it. And if the second setup has the right entry, take that too. Right? Even if we make a first mistake, but we're gonna take the first mistake as well and try to fix it. But yeah, the main lesson is to not pattern trade, which I did right over here. Do not just other people, listen to myself only. If this happens one more time, I will no longer live stream. So do not come to my live stream trying to give me thinking where the market go, because I did this for the past 6 to 7 months. Past 6 7 months, my advice have been correct, right? This last week, buys correct. This week, buys overall correct. Where are the markets going? To our direction, right? Overall correct. So do not come to my live stream. Do not tell me where the market will highly go to. I don't care where you think the market will go to. I don't care where the market go to. But in my POV, if this is where I want the market to go, that's where I'm gonna go. Right? If the market's gonna go this way, I'm gonna go this way, right? In my POV, right? So there's gonna be no such hard thing to you guys. But do not come to my live stream saying that there's gonna be no choice but live stream, because I'm doing this for the pure entertainment purposes, right? I'm just doing it just okay. Let me just let's just go live stream, just to have some fun with other people about live streaming, what trading. But this is now affecting my trading, right? It's affecting the way I execute, the way I FOMO in. So it's affecting me that. It's just affecting that. I'll have to stop here now. Can't live stream because of that. I've literally given you guys a last chance. So do not come to my live stream. Do not tell me where the market's gonna go. I do not care where the markets go, right? And I showed you guys proof for the past 6 months of my analysis paralysis where I think the market's gonna go, and I have a very high accuracy rate. Because I have that high accuracy rate on bias. You're not telling me where the market's gonna go. I don't care about your whatever it is, right? This is, you can see how I'm not that. You can see it's a real talk. I suggest it can be a ruthless video, but it's not psychology thing. There's no like I'm angry or mad at you guys, but just from now on forward, do not tell me or do not say where the market's gonna go, because I don't care where the markets go. I don't care if it goes up, down, sideways, reverses. I don't care where it's gonna go, because as long as I see my setup there, I'm gonna take it. My setup's here, took it. Okay, lost. We had another setup, took it to the downside, and take it. But you get the point. What I'm trying to say. This one, the reason I took this one, it's a pure emotional. I was like, okay, I had my bias strong. My boy saying it's longs. Took longs, got stopped out. Am I gonna put the no? Am I gonna put the blame on him? No, definitely not. Why? Because it's me. I was in control, so it was my fault for doing that. Nobody else's, and we cannot foment and the market didn't do a big dump, so we should have not entered we should have entered a threshold, not the body, right? And we cannot FOMO. If the market taps it and the market goes away, and we're supposed to enter here, we're gonna wait to enter here. We're not gonna wait. Even the market goes all the way down here, I'm not gonna execute it unless. So let's just say I'm entering here. The market is here, taps it. I forget to enter, or like I kind of miss it. And eventually once the market goes down here, I'm not gonna hesitate to push it to sell it. I'm gonna wait either to short it back down here, up here, or no trades, right? So there's gonna be no formal problem. That happens one more time. You know what I'm saying? Not gonna do it to just improve on it, but if some of you guys keep on telling me, if I have a mistake, if I get another loss, losses, I don't care what the loss is, but if I get another mistake where let's just somebody else, which I already did 2 times now, it was last week once, another mistake here. As you guys know, we did not make the same mistake, but we made the same mistake. This is last chance, or else I'm gonna quit live streaming and come back after 2 to 3 months, fresh start. But throughout the 3 to 2 months, I will definitely post videos, right? Duh. But I will not live stream, right? The live's gonna be cut off. You guys do the shit. You know what I'm saying? If you guys come to me sharing your shit, thinking you're a market maker, I know you guys are the market maker. Congrats, but I don't care. You know what I'm saying? I don't care if you're whoever, you know what I'm saying? All I know, my chart, my POV, and I'll try my best to not listen to other people but my chart, and I will listen to my chart and listen to my POV, nobody else's. I'm independent, right? I will not listen to other people's chart or their opinions. I'll listen to my chart, my opinion, my data. Nothing else but this. Nothing else, right? So somehow if I make the same mistake again of listen to the live stream, I'm gonna quit streaming for like I said 2 to 3 months, come back later on forward, see how that goes as well. But because like trust me, I trade outside live streaming and I'm way better. I am way better, way less emotions, and as well I save way more time. Because when I'm not live streaming, I could place a trade and go away. Right, but during live stream I have to talk, yap a little bit for like an hour, see where the market goes, and once I hit our TP, then we can dip. But when I'm not live streaming, I could just dip instantly, right? Without having to wait there to chat about this is some bullshit, right? So yeah, that's the lesson. Do not pattern trade. Do not phone in. One thing to do a big push to the downside, enter that threshold. The body is too big. If the body is bigger than the wick, enter that threshold. The only time we are gonna enter the body, if we're gonna time I'm gonna enter the wick or now you enter the threshold, is when the market has a big dump. The market didn't do a big dump, so we're gladly okay to trade the threshold. And the next lesson is we will not phone win. I will listen to my chart, my POV, my data, nothing else. I would not listen to other people's chart. But if I somehow do make the same mistake, I will quit live streaming. And yeah, which I will not make the same mistake, and I do not make the same mistake. And yeah, the fourth video month, the last week of the month rule will not get changed because what's the market doing? Retracing for the last week. I can see market is overall retracing for the last week, so it made sense for the market to do that, right? So yeah, since it makes sense for the market to retrace, the rule is backed by proof. But you go back on a chart, probably the market right now currently retracing. Right over here, retracement in the lower time frame, retracement, didn't do much, retracement. No, this one was all over here, somewhere over there. Retracement. Right, you can see how the market pull right back. So this to let you guys know, my rules are proven. Right, is proven by. If I don't have confidence in my rule, I don't need to have confidence in my rule because I have evidence for my rule. Right, everything I've here have evidence of it working out. I've already have evidence of it working. So yeah, as you can see, John Lucky got met on the CRT, which I've said a long time ago. But man, the execution has been off, which we will get advanced to it, right? We'll get advanced to it. But you're probably wondering, well, T, you had a loss here, you had an entry to the downside. So what we're gonna do about that? What I'm gonna do about that is I'm gonna start taking 2 trades a day and see how that goes. If that goes really horrible, I'm not gonna trade 2 days a day. Even if today's loss, I'm done, right? But tap the auto block, but when it really should have just sorted out the auto block. But there's a lunch move as well as the auto block with this. 2 consecutive candles. It was not that. So yeah, we're overall it's supposed to enter here. Am I emotional always trade? No, but we will not be emotional, but we will learn from this. We definitely will learn from this. I will not make the same mistake again. I will never ever make the same mistake. I will never pattern trade it because it's a long. Yes, we had a long opportunity. Yes, we did have a narrative to the long upside, but guess what? Downside with way more sense. So yeah, thank you for watching. So you guys like, comment, subscribe, share, and I'll see you guys later. Peace out. Join us, list down below. But I just last reminder: do not come to my live streaming. I come to my stream thinking where the market's gonna go. I do not care where you think the market's gonna go. I trade my data and my chart. Now I trade my data and my chart. So if you do share, your POV, I will not listen to it, and I will try my best not to listen to it. And I will not listen to it, to my chart, my POV, and my data. I'll try my best to listen to your guys' opinion. But if it somehow makes me fuck up one more time, I'm done. I'm gonna take a quick break of live streaming for 2 to 3 months. Because as I said, it's way easier for me to trade when I'm not live streaming because there's less pressure, less, emotional problem because I gotta pray the trade just go away without looking at a chart. So that's there's a lot of positive feedback than negative, but I'm saying I'm doing this for the pure love. But if it happens one more time, we're finished. Nothing else but that. See you guys later. Peace out.